Hello, welcome back to my channel. Mama Butterfly here. This video is an all about my products video, so I can go over what I currently use in my hair care regimen and just let you know how well it's worked for me. I want to start off by saying that I don't work for or get paid to promote any of these products. Starting with the shampoos, this is what I've been using for the past 2 years. I stumbled across this particular product as a result of using some of their other products, and this is by the Eden Company, and it's their peppermint tea tree all natural shampoo. This smells amazing. The one thing I have to say about this is it typically does not lather well the first go round, but the second one is awesome, and the smell again is amazing. I really like this. I'm going to continue to use this until they change the formula or discontinue it. Before that particular shampoo, I was using the ORS shampoo, just the normal, I think it's their moisturizing shampoo. Had no problems with that. It worked well over the years. Again, I love the other products from the Eden Company so much that I actually wanted to try their shampoo. So moving on to my conditioner. It's from the Eden Company, and it's their jojoba Mani. I don't know how you pronounce that, but this is what started the Eden brand kick for me. I bought this about 2 years ago and absolutely fell in love with this conditioner. From the point that I purchased this, I have not used any other conditioner as my primary conditioner, with the exception of there is one conditioner from the Rue line, and I'll bring that up again when I show you the other products that I use. And again, that one is just my light protein that I'll add a little bit into this, but this is always my primary go-to conditioner. Early relaxer, mid, late, all the way through my journey, this is my #1 conditioner. I actually noticed, as well as my previous stylist, that my new growth was much more manageable. It was softer. I actually was able to stretch a little bit longer with using this. Again, it gave me a great slip in the roots with the method that I use, and I have no problems at all with this conditioner. Let's move on to my leave-ins. My primary leave-in is the Infusium 23. This particular bottle is their new formulation, and let me real quick show you the previous one. I actually preferred this one, and I always mention when companies change products, my goodness, when I could not find this one and discovered that they changed it over to this, I went to about 5 or 6 stores hoping to buy up any of these remaining on the shelf. And the difference is the new formulation, they took it upon themselves to add in avocado and olive oils. I have my own oils that I prefer. Not that there's anything wrong with these, but I really just preferred the formulation to remain as just the moisturizing. Again, I've been using this for, I say, over 10 years, and along the way the formulation has changed. This was the primary formulation for the last 2 or 3 years. So again, this is the new one. So far, I don't have any complaints. I don't really see a difference. So it's still in my staple collection. In addition to those two, this company, Rue, if that's how you pronounce it, I have been using products from this company for at least 15 years. It began with their Firmadol glass vials leave-in treatments, and I would never go without those vials. They recently, well, not recently, but a few years back, or I discovered these a few years back, and I believe that I get somewhat of the same result as what I was getting with the glass vials. And if you see, they have numbers. The 233 is their repair formulation, which is supposed to be a dual action repairing for chemically treated hair. So in a sense, it's for your double processed hair, chemical and color treatment. whatever the case may be, I absolutely love this company and this formulation. They also have a 219 that I bought just to kind of put in my collection. This one is primarily a dry hair, for dry hair, and it's more of a moisturizing, whereas the 233 is a repairing formulation, like strengthening, and I think more protein in a sense. This one is more of a moisturizing formulation. This one is supposed to be ideal for chemically relaxed hair. I am a little partial to the 233. Again, I bought this one to see if I felt the difference with it, and I'm a little partial to this one. No complaints here at all, just long time personal preference. Moving on to my oils. Once again, the Eden Company. This is the Peppermint Tea Tree. I only use this when I'm in my box braids. I was in my box braids last year from the summer up until, actually, up until Christmas or early January. Again, I'll go over in a different video what that regimen consists of with my box braids. And it was not the same installation of box braids. I actually do my own box braids, and I refresh my box braids at least every 6 weeks. No matter how well they look, well, that's 6 to 8 weeks. I don't leave my protective styles in long at all. I take them down so I can just wash and get a good conditioning on my own hair. This smells awesome. Again, the Peppermint Tea Tree. I use this absolutely is a must with my box braids, along with this. So this is my moisturizer that I spray all over my box braids, and I go in with this as my oil, my moisture and my sealant. The Sally's generic, oh, by the way, all of these products with the exception of this, I purchased from Sally's, and the organic coconut oil, which I'll get to. So again, this particular one, this is the Compared to Chi. Always been in my collection over the years. I purchased the Real Chi brand, and I use this, and have to say I personally don't have a preference. This works just as well, and the price is a little bit better. This I use to give my hair a little slip when it's wet, when after I've conditioned. So again, this is the Silk Remedy staple of mine. The organic coconut oil, the unrefined version of this has been in my collection for, I say, maybe the past 4 years. I don't have a particular way that I use this. I kind of just feel my hair, and it's just, I can just tell that some days I need to maybe run a little bit of coconut oil through my hair. I do use it right before a relaxer as well. So again, I'll, do videos when I feel the need to use this and just show you exactly how. This is more of a protein type of oil that penetrates the hair shaft. So I like to be a little careful with this one, because I don't want to do the protein overload. Although this is great for the hair because it replenishes, I believe, lost proteins. Again, I try to be careful with my proteins. As far as leave-in moisturizers, I only have one, and that's the Mizani. As I mentioned in a previous video, I do use the Mizani Relaxer, faithful to that. I stumbled across their Coconut Souffle, and this is their light moisturizing hair dress. I find that this works well for me in my early relaxed weeks. And again, when I'm more thicker in the roots, I try to use a little heavier moisturizers, if that makes sense. Okay, so this don't drag out too long. Let me keep right on going. The argan oil. I'm one of the people that jumped on the Moroccan oil, argan oil bandwagon, and I was using the one and only that Sally's carry, and I'm not sure if that's sold anywhere else. And I loved it so much that I actually last year went to the Whole Foods store and purchased the organic argan oil. In my mind, I was like, this is more potent. It's going to go straight, you know, to the hair, and it's just going to be fabulous. Would I rush out and get this again? Can't say that I would. This was a little pricey. I think this was definitely over $20. Not sure if it was over $30. And again, that's why I've been trying to kind of use it as little as possible. And my intentions for this was, once my hair grew out, I wanted to maybe do roller sets and everything. That way this could penetrate into the hair while the rollers were inside my hair. But I didn't get to that point, and I started using this early relax weeks. I actually used it today, and it feels great. I have to say I love it. But again, will this remain a staple? Not so sure. Okay, so as far as shampoos, conditioners, leave-ins, moisturizers, that's pretty much it. Again, the only product that you did not see in my photo was the conditioner by the Rue line, and I'll try to insert a picture somewhere of what that particular product looked like. Last but not least, I want to discuss color. Again, I am relaxed. I do not believe personally putting permanent color on my hair, but I am beginning to gray. I started to gray, I say maybe 2 years ago. Just a couple strands here and there, nothing, you know, to really freak out about. So I recently started using the Demi color. And I started with a 1N initially, and you can see my hair is really dark. I'm a little bored with the dark right now, but again, I don't want to lighten it with any permanent color, and this has been working fine for me. I did previously try the Ion Demi. I can't say that I have a bad review about it, but it just wasn't something that I personally would rush out and get. And maybe because I'm a little old school maybe, and I just recognize the Clairol brand, I actually just stick with the Clairol. Again, it's the Demi color, and I try to do this, I say maybe every 4 months. Again, I'm not graying like that. It's just depending on what style I have. You know, if my roots are showing, I like to go ahead and keep those dark. My intention was to go ahead and do a color treatment after this last relaxer. And since I'm probably going to do a protective style today, well, I am going to do a protective style today, my roots will be covered, and they're not as bad as I thought anyway. Let's see. I can see them. I don't think it's going to show up on camera. But again, I don't use any permanent color. The only color is the Demi. So, protective styles, really quick. I started with the sew-ins. Sew-ins was my absolute favorite go-to style. And as a result of the last sew-in I had, my edge braids were a little too tight, and I kind of sensed that. But again, thinking I could kind of just, you know, keep them loose, and, you know, the way that the hair was going, I thought that it wasn't going to be a problem. But unfortunately, as a result, I did lose some of my edges here. This one, not so bad, is on this side. And from everything that I've read online, it's my understanding that this actually may not grow back because the skin is smooth here. And this happened, I say, early summer of 2014, so last year. Did I do everything I could in the beginning to save them or grow them back? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, my stylist recommended Tamanu oil. I had never heard of Tamanu oil, but you better believe I rushed out to the Whole Foods store and got some Tamanu oil, and I rubbed my edges like daily with this stuff. And, you know, she was like, just use it, be patient. And I think I'm accepting the fact that I maybe have too much damage here, and my edges very well may not grow back. If anybody out there knows or have had this problem and they had the smooth skin here, and if your edges grew back, please shoot me an email or a message down below. Just let me know what worked for you, or how long did it take for yours to come back. You know, I am sad about that, but it's nothing I can do about it at this point. So it's something that I'm accepting, and I'm going to definitely take that as a lesson learned and be more careful with my edges going forward. I only do sew-ins with virgin Indian hair, and the company that I used over the past couple years, the quality of the hair just plummeted. I even emailed them on a number of occasions like, hey, I don't know if your supplier has changed, but I'm seeing a difference in your hair, you know. And I was raving to the ladies at work like, oh, you know, I hadn't had the hair in, but I was like, oh, wait till you see my summer hair. The hair is really good. It lasts for like a year. Sure enough, I got a crappy batch of hair, and it didn't last a month. Was I able to get money back? No, because I broke the band before I realized that there was a problem with the hair. Having said that, I am on a search for a good quality hair. Again, I'm very particular about what I spend my money on, and for me it's an investment. So if I make that purchase, it's my intention that that hair is going to last a year, because I do take care of it. If I get a bad batch of hair, I'm not in a position to just run out and get more bundles of hair. So for me, that is it until the next go around. I do have a company that I have my eye on right now. And I will come to you in the later months and let you know if I purchased that hair and how it worked out. But I'm crossing my fingers and hope that I make a good choice this time. As far as the box braids, I love my box braids. It just takes forever to do box braids. Doing my own box braids, it takes me about 10 to 12 hours. And again, I'm a busy person. I have an active family. And just sitting up doing those braids, I'm just at the point to where I can't do it. And I'm sorry, I'm just too cheap to go pay $200 or $160 for something that I know I do really good. Having said that, I just discovered crochet braids. The photo that you see on my intro picture is my first install of the crochet braids that I did, and I only left them in 2 weeks because I was foolish enough to think that I can do the sauna with crochet braids. Newsflash, ladies, no sauna with your crochet braids. The hair tangled tremendously. It wasn't bad enough to where I had to take it right out, but it did frizz up and try to kind of clump together. I took it out soon because I was preparing to get my relaxer, and I rushed through the process instead of waiting for my girls to help me take it out like I always do. I thought I had it, and you see what happened. So will I take out my next protective style without them? No, I will not. I'll put pictures at the end of what the result of this is. I've shampooed this morning. I did my conditioning, my deep conditioner. I sat under my hooded dryer, put a little argan oil. This is how I prep my hair for my protective style. And I think I'm going to give the crochet braids another try. I thought they were really pretty. They held up great at the gym. But I don't plan on leaving them in for more than maybe 6 to 8 weeks if I can get mine to last that long. Again, thank you for joining my channel. Check out the pictures at the end, and see you next time. Thanks.